Wow, he's got fancy socks on. I didn't think
Do you
about
know what?
my
I just realized that. Yeah,
I didn't think about the socks, so I'm kind of boring
State
up
of
here.
distribution is bright orange socks. Right, I had talked about the state of distribution report earlier this morning in my welcome, and I think there was myself and Peter, and I'll let Peter introduce himself in a moment. We're just going to talk through it a little bit more and kind of the partnership that HEDNA is undergoing with NYU and then powered by RateGain on this on the report and some of the information we're looking to get from it.
Okay, well, it's great to be here. I'm relatively new on the distribution side of the world. I joined RateGain about 7 months ago, and as you know, RateGain does a lot of connectivity to OTAs and GDSs, and we do price shopping and rate shopping and AI marketing, and we do social media, so full gamut of products that help people distribute their inventory. This has been really exciting for me because I've been in the travel business, the hotel business my entire life. I have a couple stories. One, I'll tell you what I think the reason why I got in the business, and then over a drink at the bar, I'll tell you why the real reason was how I got in the business. But my dad owned a commercial laundry in New York, and we used to do hotels and hospital linen. And my dad used to always say to me, "You should be a hospital administrator. You should be a hospital administrator." Well, I used to hate going to the hospitals, and I used to hate the hospital linen. But the hotel linen was beautiful. I was like, wow. And when I'd go with my dad to deliver the hotel linen, and at that time we did the Hotel Pierre in New York City. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, I got to work in a hotel. So I started in the business, in high school. And back in those days, I worked at a small resort. And you know how we took reservations? On boards. And you would actually, at the top of you had the rooms on the left and the dates on the right, and you actually taped. That's how we counted for reservations back in those days. So I've seen this industry just go from 0 to 1,000, and every day I wake up and find out that there's new technology and there's new ways to distribute our products. So one of the things at RateGain that we're excited about doing is really kind of putting together a comprehensive survey. We partnered with HEDNA and we partnered with New York University to come up with this wonderful survey on where is distribution today and where is distribution going tomorrow. The survey is going to be launched right after this conference. Mm-hmm. So I hope every one of you takes the time to do this survey, because that NYU is going to kind of put it together for us, analyze it, quantify it, qualitative, and come out with a survey as to where is distribution today and where is distribution going in the future. Everyone has a different opinion on distribution. People are merging distribution today, reservation systems with PMS systems, with channel management systems. There's all kind of systems out there. There's so many different ways, and there's no one size fits all. So I'm really excited about seeing this survey. We did send a few things we want to go over. We did actually send snippets of the survey out, and a few of the board members filled it out, which represent over 20,000 hotels. So we've got some preliminary results on where people think the business is going.
I mean, what we did find out through running this is that 100% of the hotels are absolutely planning on investing in technology. Even the majority of them are going to be adding technology partners or stacks. But what was interesting is, even though that's happening, the headcount itself for distribution teams, environments, business units didn't come across as growing at all. In fact, what we are seeing is that there's a blend of distribution now. You're having revenue management kind of start to mix over. Marketing is definitely starting to become a mix of that distribution business unit as well. So it's interesting with no additional headcount, what we're seeing is the business unit itself is beginning to merge with others.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting is to see that marketing is coming up so much more pronounced in the distribution space, where before kind of marketing was very, very separate than distribution. And now it seems like, you know, it's no matter of fact, there was so much emphasis on the cost of distribution. And that's where everybody was looking at how much does it cost, how much does it cost. But now there seems to be much more tools to find out the quality of the customer coming through the different distribution channels and who they are and how much money they have to spend. It's not only what it costs to get them to stay in your hotel, but what are they going to do when they stay in your hotel? Are they going to spend any money, or are they going to just check in and check out? So it's interesting that this preliminary survey that we sent out really said that distribution, the world of distribution, the world of marketing, and the world of analytics are all kind of combining together. So that's going to be something that we'll want to really dig deeper in, because that could possibly change the way we do business in the future. So the facts on this survey is the survey is being released right after this conference.
Yep,
Correct?
it'll be released after this. And actually, I did want to go back. So the quick poll or survey that we had done between the board and for the hoteliers on the board is now available, or it will be available right after this session on the app. And so any hoteliers in the room, we'd like you to go into the HEDNA app, the survey, and it basically be the same questions that we had gone through on the preemptive survey. And we invite you to fill that out. The quantitative survey is going to be coming out in the next few weeks, and it actually is going to be distributed via HEDNA and HSMAI, powered by RateGain in partnership with NYU, and it will officially kick off during ITB. So over the next few weeks, we're going to be getting it all set, and then that survey will be officially kicked off at ITB in March.
And the survey really is we work with HEDNA, we work with NYU, we work with a lot of our customers on just the questions and how deep to go and what questions to ask. But then NYU is putting the whole survey together, and NYU is doing all the analytics on the survey. So there will be no influence of RateGain on any of the results. And we're looking forward to getting the results to see how we change and evolve our business over the next couple of years. We probably will have a preview before we kick off the final results in March at ITB. We are having our own customer conference with RateGain in late February in Dallas, Texas, and we'll probably release some of the results and some of the findings at that conference, as well as kind of a sneak peek. But really excited about this. I don't know from the past when a comprehensive survey like this has been done.
To this extent, I think I was trying to think of when it took place, if we had done one years and years and years ago, but I don't know if I would have ever seen a survey as collaborative and is looking to gain the information that we can gather that we're going to be seeing out of this. And I mean, this is when you look between all the industry associations and the partnerships, you know, to really get an idea of how we shape the content for this group and moving forward. Right? So based on this is what we're going to be making those decisions on.
And then the other exciting thing, working with HEDNA and working with HSMAI, we're going to then form some kind of work groups or some special meetings on some of the findings of the report and kind of work on how to bring those findings more to life as we kind of change and evolve in the distribution business over the next couple of years. So we're going to be conducting webinars, probably have some meetings, and really getting some subject matter experts, you guys in the room, that are maybe a little bit ahead of everybody else in some of these future technologies or some of these future practices that we're going to be seeing in our industry over the next couple of years. So exciting times. It's fun being in a business that every day is a different day, right? We're in a different environment that we are every day. It's exciting that we're doing this survey. I think NYU is probably one of the best universities out there to put the survey together for us. And looking forward to working with you and rolling this out on behalf of RateGain and HEDNA.
Absolutely.
Any questions before we get off stage and let the next party begin? Any questions on the survey or comments? Good idea, bad idea?
Great idea.
Great idea, okay, thank you. I guess we'll, good, yeah, I guess I'll decide if it's a good idea or a bad idea after I see the results. So, time to close shop and move on. So, or no, I think, you know, people always ask my opinion. As I've been on this side of the business now for 7 months, they're like, is the PMS systems going to go away? Are CRS systems going to go away? And, you know, my feeling is that, you know, we are such a diversified business with so many different hands in these hotel pots, I call them. You've got owners and brands and management companies and banks that own hotels. There's just never going to be one size that fits all. There's always going to have to be different customized solutions for different owners. And
Does anything ever go away?
No.
Really, when you think back to it in our industry, I don't know if anything.
You know, it was interesting during COVID, and I was on the committee with HSMAI that was going to Washington and begging for money for the hotels because obviously we were bleeding. And a lot of people in the industry felt we did a good job and we're thanked for our efforts. But in comparison to what the airlines got, we really fared a lot less. But the airlines kind of had it pretty easy. There was only about 10 of them walking into the offices in the White House, where in the hotel business, there was thousands of us walking into the White House, which you thought would have been better, but you know, everybody had a different angle on what they were looking for. So, and that's kind of what I think is the beauty of our business, is even though it's a big business, even though we have these big, powerful brands, because there's individual hotel owners and individual hotel managers and different flags within flags. It's a really fun, diversified business, and I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this survey to kind of find out where we can go and where we can get better.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you all. Have a good day.